y'all make this make sense, okay? This is specifically for my high conflict biological mother. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. So you and your kid's dad break up, for whatever reason, whatever the case may be. So you decide you want to get the courts involved into managing your children. You want joint custody, but you want that to look like the kids live with you, you want the kid's dad to give you child support, and you get a very common order, which, okay, dad, you can see the kid every other weekend. Let me show you what that looks like.
Okay. You have 365 days in a year. You have 12 months in a year. You have 4 weeks in a month. You have 3 days in a month. And if your order is every other weekend, he gets to see his kids about 4 days out of the month, which translates into about, give or take a couple of long weeks and days.
He gets to be a father for 48 to 52 days out of 365 days. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen fathers make an impact on less. However, the tone has already been set, and they're usually not dealing with a high conflict biological mother. How do you want him to impact that child? How can he teach that kid what they need, and how can he pour into that child when you're dealing with high conflict in 48 days? Do with this, because then he's kind of in a dilemma. Okay, so he can get the kids correct behavior, teach them how to handle their emotions properly, teach the boys how to use his hands, pick up tools, things that you might not necessarily be able to show him. Or he's in a dilemma of, okay, let me take these kids out for so much fun, and then all they do is look at their father as a financial resource like most women do, opposed to as a father that they can count on and depend on. Don't get me wrong, he'll absolutely be that for a kid, but I'm asking you how you want him to do that in 48 days out of a year. Problem comes is when you keep these kids all these days and you don't let the father be involved, or you try to control the narrative with his children, a couple things happen. The kids get out of control, and then you either want him to help you, or the kids get out of control and then they end up in the system for other reasons. Or you have put the government in your business, and then you want to raise your children and tell them, oh, your father didn't want to be here. No, that's not the case. You got the government involved and told him that that's when he can see his kids. Or cops and other things are involved. Then you're kind of tying the man's hands, and then you're mad at him because he doesn't show up. You want him to correct the things and teach him things that you're not able to. A mother could be not the good fit for the kid, and courts will still leave the mom with the kid. I don't think you guys understand that there's a system in place that weakens the relationships between children and their father. Wonder why we grow up with a weak generation. You're creating the same boys that you don't want to date as men, or you're creating the same young girls that you don't want to hang around because they are catty, unemotionally intelligent, or they're in the streets. I think we need to understand there's a bigger issue than this. We need each other. We need to raise these kids collectively. Our children need a village, and 48 days is not going to do it.